And I have
YouTube.
the duty of looking at questions and see how we
YouTube,
can.
YouTube. Okay, YouTube. Whenever y'all come in here, y'all here now. My bad, it took me so long. All right. Let's hop into some of these questions. I wish I knew I was going to. Hey, that's good. That's good. For those of us who were born into poverty or some, okay, what do you wish you knew? So those of us who were born into poverty or some scale, like on the spectrum of poverty, you could tend to think that that's like gonna be your life for the rest of your life. And so I feel you. I wish somebody would have told me the opportunity for the amount of wealth that was out there. But the truth is, they ain't tell us because they ain't know. You know what I'm saying? That's just being honest. The people who raise you can only tell you what they know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's get it.
So let's do this. Let's do this because obviously people not coming up with the questions in the question box.
They coming.
So give them. Let's
them.
give. A lot of people may not have seen what was going on. Maybe people might be new to the spot. So tell us now what they saw on Wednesday.
Hey, good job.
What did they see on Wednesday?
Hey, good job, husband. Hey, so if you've been paying attention, y'all been getting little snippets, little segments from me and Corey for about the last, I ain't gonna lie to you, last 5-6 weeks. Yeah, so we've been going about a month and a half strong now. And if you notice, they looked a little predated. That's because I've been working on something. Hey, Reggie, is Corey Ray interrupting what I'm saying? Like, can y'all still hear me despite all this cooing that she doing? I just want to make sure. Okay, cool.
It's okay.
All right. So I am a few weeks out from releasing. I say a few, but very soon. Very soon, y'all will get the Women Produce series from me. And this series is in and around about women being in process. It's about our journey as women. Hold yourself, Corey, right? It's about our journey as women. It's about just being comfortable being in process. There's so much pressure on getting from point A to point Z in life, reaching this goal and then that goal and then that goal. And sometimes the thing that we need to do the most is be okay and be comfortable being in process. What's up? So that's what you saw. You saw a preview to the series that's to come. I'm very excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really just through the roof. It's the biggest thing I ever done. Y'all support thus far has been absolutely amazing. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. And so that's like the foundation and the tone for what we're doing this evening.
And no, we're not pregnant. That was what I was seeing in the comments. It was like, hold on, what's going on? No. Obviously, that stuff was shot a little while ago, so we've been working for a minute.
You feel me?
Nell's been working hard for a minute.
You feel
so
me?
That was this one that you see now. That was who was in the stomach at the time. So now, with Corey Ray is here. We are not pregnant, at least.
You know what I'm saying? Not to my knowledge.
Not that we know.
Yeah, who knows? But not to my knowledge. One second. Hey, let me put this on Do Not Disturb so nobody don't interrupt this. I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? People love calling you when you got something going on. Do not. Hey, why can't I see? Because it's changed the name of it. Thank you, Apple. All right. I'm back.
All right, we're back in there.
Hold on. Let the audio catch up.
We here?
That little audio button going back and forth up there. Hey, let us know if y'all can hear us or if it's delayed or something.
What's up, YouTube? Yep. I know y'all can see us.
They say we muted. Hey, y'all.
Look at little CJ.
Yep, got to get an audio second to readjust. I know.
Yeah, baby.
Say the live pause. No audio. Okay. Look like it found it.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like it found it. What up, fam? Okay, somebody say mute. I think y'all might be a little behind. No audio. Can't hear. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know when y'all start hearing us. What happened? We went on Do Not Disturb. Can't hear you. Okay. Still can't hear you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, boom. Yep, that's my first thumbs up. All right. Good job.
We're back.
And that's teamwork.
We bite.
And that's teamwork. All right, baby, what you was about to
say? Nothing. There's a question that's up in there. Let's see what we got going on here.
Okay. Boom. Hey, this is good.
Read it.
Okay. My man Justin said, I wish my parents told me to learn God for myself and not think I knew him because of their own relationship with him. Hey, raise your hand if you have to find out the hard way that you can't get into heaven, or somebody else's relationship with God don't count as your own relationship with God.
Don't work like that.
It don't work like that. It don't work like that. Man,
I'm gonna ride his worship. We're gonna go there together. We're gonna carpool.
we gonna carpool.
We're gonna carpool to heaven.
We're gonna carpool to heaven.
Caravan to heaven.
Hey, Corey, that's good. Make sure we catch our questions on YouTube. Yo, this joint, I always wanted my own personal relationship with God. I think what I wish I would have known was that God was more infinite, and he had more for me than what the God that I seen from other people. And like what I mean is, for a second there, I got turned off of God because I was like, yo, listen, if everybody that say they believe in God still going through this, and this, and then it's kind of like, hey, yo, why do I need to believe in God to still struggle, to still be in poverty, to still deal with oppression, to still deal with depression, to still deal with anxiety? It's like, what is God for if they say they believe in him, but they still dealing with all of those things? So I wish somebody would have told me not to take God at face value as it relates to what he looked like in other people's life, and to find out God for myself. Hey, that's a good question.
Hold on, who's this?
Good statement, rather.
Brazen Mod.
So
I met Corey in Atlanta, and you got the same personality. I don't change for nobody. I promise you, for nobody. That's a good observation, though. I got something right here, though.
Okay, what you got?
So one of the last things you were saying on the promo, pretty much the last thing you were saying, which was cool to me, was that I want women to realize, or that you want them to feel comfort, and that they are not alone. And I was like, that is big. Okay. And then we lead to this question from Tay here on YouTube. She said, something I wish I knew as a young girl was that no matter who wasn't there, you still can accomplish great things. Speak on that.
Man, listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. Most all of us gonna have to deal with some form of rejection or insecurity. And a lot of times it be from the people who were supposed to love us, who was supposed to keep us safe. And so if you base your trajectory in life off of how you start, you can see why a lot of people feel like, man, like I'm just gonna be at this space my entire life. So I feel you. I feel you on some. I wish, somebody would have told me like what I really could end up being and where I really could go, despite, whether mom's there or dad wasn't there, or, what I'm saying, whoever was supposed to be taking care of you. I know that's a huge thing that a lot of people deal with, for sure.
This is a good question from Billy. Not necessarily your situation, but this could be a lot of people's situation. So it may be a little bit sensitive. But Billy Williams is saying, YouTube, how do you make time for your spouse when you don't have much support?
And so look, this is so that's good solid. Because on the post I seen, man, y'all was coming with our wishes on the post. Them others was fire, because a lot of them had to deal with, as a woman, having to be a wife or having to be a mom, and like specific things you needed to know about, but ain't nobody told you how to do it. Like who mama told them how to make time for their husband in the midst of raising kids and working and everything else? Like, I mean, I guess it's kind of more of a show and tell, you know what I'm saying, type thing. But I literally wish like I just would have been sat down and be like, hey, now this is how it go. Your kids might need this, your kids might need that, but like if your husband ain't taken care of, then the whole house gonna fall apart. Like I wish that would have saved me at least 2 years of our marriage. If somebody would have told me, hey, listen, I feel you on your kids, I feel you on your own ambitions and everything you got going on, but as the head of the household, if he fall apart, or if he don't have the support he need, or if he is not getting the help from his helpmate, then y'all gonna be in trouble. That I definitely could have used that information early on.
This is from Marcus. Can't say the rest of it. I can't see it, but it says, I wish I expressed gratitude in my most egotistical moments. That's
humility.
Man.
Humility is one of those things that a lot of people think they are, but most people aren't. Man, I could go on. I ain't gonna lie to you. I really could go on and on and on.
She live tonight
about humility. This is how I say it. Whenever you think you want to beat your chest about something, first get a glory to God, and then if you still feel like you want to beat your chest about it, don't. Uh, Humility, or the lack thereof, is hey, hey. What?
She talking. Let me see.
Humility or the lack thereof most often comes from insecurities. And so I wish somebody would have just told me how to deal with my insecurities rather than being egotistical. And I tell y'all, I felt like I was extremely egotistical in the beginning of our marriage. And if I would have just shown more humility and told Corey, like, hey, I'm just scared, dog. I'm just scared that we might not make it. I'm just scared that I for real don't even know how to be your wife. I'm just scared that I might not be enough. And so a lot of times we hide ego. We had our ego, but we had our insecurities behind our ego. And I definitely wish I would have been more humble. I feel that.
Let's see. Click up. We got a couple questions in there. What we got up in there?
Let's see.
Can you be my mentor, please?
Somebody said, do you agree that it's not always 50-50? It might be 60-40 or 30. And you know what I wish? I wish I wouldn't have believed all of them dumb cliches that you hear about relationships. It gotta be 50-50 love. That stuff don't make no sense. It needs to be 100%. Everybody needs to be given what they got. We are on a boat in the middle of the ocean. Can't nobody take no rows off. I need everybody in the boat paddling. As soon as Eli and Charlie can get to a point where they can paddle, they need to be paddling too. You need to be given what you got, and it don't need to be based off of no percentages. Now, you know what I'm saying? Different.
I'm gonna chime in on this.
Okay.
Go ahead.
At different points in our life, we got different things going on. You know what I'm saying? People capacities might be different. So what I could give right now versus, oh man, we down bad.
Get it out.
Plug the hole. What I could give down right now is very, very different than what I can give when I'm 9 months pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Sitting up in a recliner like any day now. So, but that ain't necessarily like a percentage. That's me giving 100% of what I can give at that point. And 100% of what I can give at that point is sitting up, getting ready to have your baby. That's what I got for you. If you need anything else, hey, my boy, you have to figure it out.
I agree with 100%, right? But my 100% may be 30 worth value 30% in a certain area, whereas her 100% may be we carrying the load in this 100%. I'm in it 100%. I'm there. I'm here.
Corey, that is
but it's just certain things that she does better.
Ooh,
certain things that I do better. It's certain positions that I may have that is going to advance where we're trying to go a little bit faster. It's not to say that we 50-50. Like, I'm gonna be 50-50. I'm gonna just give you half of me right now. That's what that's saying. Or I'm gonna give you 100% of me, but because you may be an expert at this particular thing, my 100% may carry 30% of the weight.
Oh, that's
but
good.
I'm there.
But I'm giving you everything that I got.
You know what I'm saying? Not just like whatever we're doing, we just want 50-50 down the middle. I'm not. We not working.
Yeah.
We're not working to the common goal. We just shooting. Like, I'm gonna give you so much, and then you work with that.
Hey, here's a question I got. If it's 50-50, right? One person giving 50, the other person giving 50. What are the other 50 and 50 going? Is there an alternative life somewhere that you're giving the other 50% to? Is there an alternative life?
I got 50% for my kids. Like, whoa.
Is there another space? Whoa. Is there another space that you is like? Where is the other percentages going if you're only giving so many of it here? That's good though. My 100% in certain areas of our marriage look like 10%. Man, that was a good question. I was really messing with them.
Even though my 100% always is probably about 80-20.
Oh, Corey. Okay. Okay. How do you maintain? Oh, this is good. Man, this is so good. I wish somebody would have told me about relationship management. I wish somebody would have told me that how your relationships look in high school, that's not really sustainable across an entire life. Because when you're in high school, Y'all really ain't doing nothing. You just in class, in passing periods, in between classes in the hallways. You at lunch. You go home. You barely doing homework. You got your little boyfriend or your little girlfriend that you're sitting up talking to all the time. That's just not real life. And if you base if you base the rest of your relationships in your life off of how much attention you were able to give in high school, bruh, you're gonna be very, very disappointed in relationships. It's just not. That's just not real. It's just not real. So I wish somebody would have taught me about relationship management. I wish somebody would have taught me about expectations from my homegirls when we in certain seasons. Like most of my friends right now, we all got babies and toddlers. Like, how dare I expect for these women to be on the phone with me for 24 hours a day, every day of the week? That's just not realistic. They can't come to everything that I'm doing all of the time, but they can make the important stuff.
I think she wants you.
She not hungry. She sleepy. You sleepy. You sleepy.
Would you finish answering that question? So it says again, do you agree that no two marriages are the same? I think marriages can have some. They can seem like they have some similar characteristics, yes, but the individuals inside that marriage are vastly different than the individuals in a different marriage. I don't care how they may resemble in character or whatnot. The marriage is going to be different because those people are uniquely different.
I think somebody would. I wish somebody would have with the quick reflexes. All right, I'm done. I wish somebody would have told me that you can take principles and stuff, you know what I'm saying, from good marriages, but you cannot copy paste your marriage, somebody else's marriage onto yours. Like, you just can't. Like, you got two different individuals over here, you got different individuals over there. This is what I wish. I wish somebody would have told me nobody else really has the answer for you. Like, the answer is between you, Corey, and God. And y'all gotta go and y'all gotta figure that out. Somebody gonna always act like they can tell you the answer, but the truth is they just don't know. That's between y'all two. That's good. That was a good one.
That was a solid one.
Come on, help me out, Corey.
Which Corey you talking to?
Oh, my bad.
Which Corey you talking to?
That's good. Come on. You out here throwing fits.
Oh, okay. I was trying to read something that wasn't a question. I got you. There was something over here. Did I just? Oh, it said this for you, Nell. This is Baby K Zen on YouTube. What do you wish you knew before pregnancy and birth? I mean, you can ask that different ways. You can ask that like for my first pregnancy. You can ask it for my second.
What I wish I knew before I physically start having kids. You know what I'm saying? I want to tread lightly because I don't want to ruin it for nobody who ain't had kids yet. This is what I wish. I wish I knew how to give myself grace. I really wish I would have understood how to extend grace to myself, because your how do I say this? Your output and production level changes. Like, you just physically can. I ain't trying to speak for everybody. For me personally, I physically could not do all of the same things that I could do before I was pregnant. And if you're not careful, like, that could wear on you. And so, like, I just needed grace I needed to give myself grace for being tired. I needed to give myself grace for just being hungry all the time. And I say that, but I'm hungry all the time, even if I'm not pregnant. I needed to give myself grace for my production level. Like, dang, why I can't stay up all the way through the night, then wake up and get busy with it the next day? And it's like, yeah, because you're creating a whole nother life. You know what I'm saying? You're producing a whole nother life. There's literally another life form inside of you growing. So I wish I would have learned how to just in general give myself grace. And you need that grace in postpartum as well, as you reacclimate yourself back to life after a baby. That was good. That was good. Let me see. Ooh, you trying to go there?
What did it say?
I wish I knew more about generational and family setbacks and how much they can impede your growth without knowledge of them.
Okay. I mean, let's get to it.
Yes. I will say that in the last 3 years, I have really been educated on you know what I'm saying? Just generational. I'm gonna stick with setbacks. I'm gonna stick with setbacks so we don't scare nobody off the
Don't
live.
do it. Don't give them. Don't give them too much
Okay.
of the real right now.
Okay, I'm gonna stick with setbacks so we don't scare nobody off the live.
Setbacks is a good word.
I wish I would have known more about the things that my come on somebody, I ain't said it, you said it. I wish I would have known more about
she threw that out there.
Somebody else said it. Exactly. No, she good.
Okay.
I wish I would have known more about
He said, now talk about
generational curses. I wish I would have known more about it. I wish I would have known more about those patterns that you see. Yes, I wish I would have known about spirits as well. It's not a game. It's not a joke. And I think that the closer you grow to God, you pick up on the question. You got it.
Well, dang, I kind of forgot what the
gist
of the question was. Come on now.
I wish I would have known about generational
setbacks and how much they can. Okay, cool. Yeah, so
it's okay.
Dang.
You just sleepy.
There were some things that happened before you. There was a way of life before you, and that became normal. That became your ecosystem that you came into. That became your community. And not necessarily by choice, right? So that became certain things inherently to you because that's what you were born into. Nonetheless,
come on, OG 01.
We serve a mighty God that can change all things if you commit yourself to that change. A lot of things with generational things that happen can be changed with persistence in the right direction of trying to see fit that those things get changed.
Correct.
That is.
That's good.
Was you about to say something?
Yes. The whatever generational setbacks that are in your family do not overpower or not greater than the power of God that we have in us when we submit to His authority. And so that's where I'll start with it. I wish I would have understood the authority of God more. I wish somebody would have set me down. And as I was cultivating my own relationship with God, I wish they would have been able to demonstrate me the powerful God that we serve and how He has the ability to, even despite us being overcome by generational setbacks, He has the power to not only restore our life and the pattern for our life and the destiny for our life, but He has the ability to course correct our generations. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes, sometimes you got to pray some stuff off of you. Sometimes you got to fast some stuff off of you, though. That's the nitty gritty. That's the true fact. Sometimes that's gonna have to happen with those type of issues.
Hey, that was solid.
That's a great question.
That was solid. Find me one, baby. Find me one.
Somebody.
Hey, you know what I wish? I wish, because I just seen something about a job. I wish somebody would have not glamorized entrepreneurship. I wish that entrepreneurs will stop acting like working a regular job is all of a sudden the worst thing that you could ever do in life. Now all of a sudden regular jobs ain't good no more. Now all of a sudden you trash if you go clock in somewhere and make sure that your family fed it. But I just wish now all of a sudden every single person that walks the earth needs to own a business. Like what? if everybody own businesses, then who gonna work? I wish that certain preferences and lifestyle were not glamorized, and then everybody that don't live the lifestyle you live are made to feel like they not doing the love. Hey, let me tell you something. Hey, don't feel no pressure to step out and do something that you're not called to step out to do, or do something that ain't for you to do, or maybe it ain't in the season for you to do it. Hey, if God has placed something in you and you want to do it, or you have a vision for something, cool. If not, cool. Hey, it's nothing wrong with going to work somewhere. Absolutely not. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Job shaming. Thank you. Job shaming is real. That's what it's called. Thank you so very much. I wish somebody would have kept it real about the job shaming.
Your 9 to 5 is shoot. Don't nobody be hating on a 9 to 5. 9 to 5 is what raised you. A 9 to 5 is what got you to where you at. A 9 to 5 put food on your table. A 9 to 5 may be your very much so, maybe your passion and maybe what God has, lined up to do. And anything you're doing, if you're doing it in the will of God, you will be rewarded and blessed because of it. Over glamorizing like the lifestyle of entrepreneurship and all that's what a lot of people do to sell stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's cool.
A lot of people do that.
Corey, don't tell on them.
To sell stuff.
Corey, don't you tell on them
and
people.
We have to understand that we live in a capitalist society. So even in the entrepreneurship lifestyle, if they are doing something, they have a skill set, they do it well, cool. There's one thing to teach. There's another thing to say, this is what you should be doing, or this is what you should be working towards. Cool. If that's what you want to do, if you see entrepreneur lifestyle and you want to do that, then go for it if God put that on your heart. If not, and you outside, if you teaching and you working with the babies and you have a passion to work with the babies, we need them. Do that. Yes. If you have a passion to work at a Fortune 500 company in the corner office and that's your goal, your dreams, as long as your family principles line up with that and you're doing what you need to do to take care of home, do that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You can also have a business on the side. Now, there's also benefits to having a business and from a tax standpoint, but that's neither here nor there. Do what you do and do what you love and do it well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Corey.
Do it well.
That last statement, everything that we, man, I just be hating sometimes when it sounds like I'm preaching, but everything that we do is unto God. Whether you are doing it in a grocery store, overnight stocking, whether you're doing it on a FedEx truck,
whether you welcome me into Walmart or Marshalls,
like everything that we do is unto God.
Tell me about them deals that you got going on in Marshalls. I shop at Marshalls.
You feel me?
I shop at Home Goods.
Hey, y'all know y'all girls stay up in Target now. Hey, matter of fact, Target, where you at? Target, come on.
Target partnership. Where are you at?
Holla at us. Target now.
You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all. I was gonna use a certain word, but I'm not gonna use that. I was highfalutin. Let me just say highfalutin. You were born and raised on Walmart. Now it's either Target, HEB, or Whole Foods. You gotta go back to your roots. Go back to your roots.
Somebody says, I wish I was taught how to budget before starting to earn money when I was younger. Ooh. Hey, listen. Everybody be living outside they means. Hey, that's good, y'all. Run Target up. Oh, I love y'all. Run Target up. Everybody be living outside they means. And a lot of it come from, I'm not gonna lie to you, a lot of it come from because we grew up in poverty. Or we grew up, you know what I'm saying, not having everything that you wanted. So as soon as you got money, you like, oh, we in it now. And the issue is the money that we got when we start getting money, it still ain't no real money. It still ain't no real money. And so you find yourself perpetuating the same cycle that you came from because ain't nobody taught you no financial literacy. And so the biggest thing
we getting into some stuff
now. You know what I'm saying? I wish, and now you know what I'm saying, my mom and dad, they tried to, but I really just ain't have the ability to soak it in. I wish I would have circled back to them, but they tried to teach us finances and tried to give us to understand, the cost of living. But it just, all of that understanding the cost of living go out the window when you get that first $150 check. Everybody remember they first little $100, they first little $120.
I just mowed 4 yards and I made $30. I got $120, baby.
Your first little $130. You know what I'm saying? That first time you cleared $100, you know what I'm saying, for a service rendered.
I mean, take it back. Take it back to this. This is funny. Take it back to them times, and maybe y'all was, y'all had more money and stuff when y'all was growing up. But for me, them times you used to go to the mall with your peoples, right?
And then you get
your freshest outfit, and you got $20, and you at the mall for 6 hours.
What was we at the mall doing?
I mean, the epitome of window shopping. The epitome. You got what? 10 for the food court, $3 or $4 for the, you know what I'm saying? Stop at Auntie Annie's or something, get me something. You know what I'm saying? What's the other $5 for? We doing something later?
Claire's to give me a new pair of cubic zirconians. What's up?
So don't be so proud when you make a little change. Because I know so many people. I know people on the lower end of that totem pole who in poverty. I know people that is wealthy. It don't matter. It's all relative. It's all relative.
Hey, raise your hand. Oh, this is good. This is good. Raise your hand if you wish somebody would have told you about doing 2 weeks in the hole. If somebody would have told you about when you first start working,
what?
You don't make that money. Raise your hand Well, you was confused about how you went to work for a week and you weren't getting paid that week. And they hit you with the yeah, we cut checks every 2 weeks. And I was just like really taken back. I was like, hey, let me tell you something. So you mean I gotta show up here for 2 weeks straight, with no proof of my labor. I just gotta show up here and work and just believe that y'all gonna pay me what y'all said y'all was in 2 weeks. I don't get my money at the end of every day.
Now think about that. And you go into a 9 to 5 where you have some stability and consistency. Now think about that on the entrepreneur lifestyle. You didn't put in 2 weeks of work, you don't get nothing. It'd be like this.
Hey.
You'd be like, I know I just gave some fire content. I know I just did some. I know it was live. I ain't seen a dime.
Hey, listen.
A dime.
Hey, listen. Hey, let me tell you the most upsetting thing about entrepreneurship. It ain't no HR department to go complain to. It ain't no boss. It ain't no boss to go blame. To go blame. It ain't nobody to send no email to up the chain. You just gotta wake up, brush your teeth, and look yourself in the mirror. And say,
management is your spouse. That's management. Management is like, I got a grievance.
Hey, I got a grievance. hey, in a second, I'm finna hang it up. Oh man, that's good. Financial literacy. We wish people would have for real told us about financial literacy.
110%.
Questions. Where y'all at? What y'all got?
What's that right there?
Come on. I answered that one already.
You did?
When did women become a superpower that fuels you? Okay. This is a good question. From y'all be having some names now. I think this is it's Jasmine, but it's cool. Got you. MYN. Jasmine Brianna.
I love it when she comes to like understand. Oh, I see what your name is.
When did womanhood become a superpower that fuels your career/purpose, as opposed to being a hindrance of societal burdens? Now I'm gonna be real with you. So I'm 1 of 7. So I saw, you know what I'm saying, like my mom go to work and raise us. I come from a very like partnership home. So I always wanted to be married, always wanted to have kids.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't really feel like I lost the step or like frustrated about it until like Charlie. Because with one, I was able to just tuck Eli and we could just kind of move, you know what I'm saying, however I needed to move. But when Charlie got here, it kind of like, okay, I got to be more intentional about my time. Like I got to be more intentional about how I move around.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not going to change. I'm going to keep having babies. Hold on, time out. I'm going to have at least one more baby. I'm going to continue to be married. I'm going to continue to love on my kids. So I really don't have no choice other than to like take this in stride. And then when I started taking it in stride, I started realizing, oh, this is low key my superpower. Mm-hmm. This is low key like this is what's going on in my real life. Like, and much more people relate and can connect to that than whatever like little fake, I ain't got no things going on at home that, you know what I'm saying, I was gonna try to get y'all to relate to. Mm-hmm. So just in general, authenticity. I wish that in school they would have told us more about how to be our most authentic self and about how to show up as our authentic selves in whatever season that we in. And that's always gonna be better than faking and being something else.
I mean, authenticity is so invaluable.
Like I don't even have enough time.
If people just understood, like,
I don't have enough time.
Like your authentic self is what really, the world needs. We want your originality. We need your originality. It's a whole bunch of copycats. It's a whole bunch of mimics. It's a whole bunch of the same thing. I mean, when you bring something different to the table, that's valuable. Mm-hmm. But here's a question right here on YouTube. It says, with the lack of information you had for passions or anything, mm-hmm. what did you have to do to get what information mm-hmm. you needed? That's a great question.
Man, that's good. It's a couple things. Okay. I wish, you know how when you young, especially as a girl, they always want to tell you not to have an attitude. Don't have no attitude. Don't have no attitude. But don't nobody really explain to you why you shouldn't have an attitude. Number one, because whatever you need to do on the inside to get healing so that you feel peace, joy, love, and happiness. That's why you don't want to have no attitude. But number two, because having an attitude literally repels the people that may have been called to you to help you. And so you ask me, when you don't have resources, but you do have some kind of passion here or there, the God I serve and the God I believe in most always sends resources to help you do the thing that needs to be done. But if you are not welcoming, if you are not mature in your understanding that you need people, and you just can't go throughout your whole life rejecting people because you were rejected. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's anybody. Then like you don't want to repel the people that God has sent to you to help you. Yeah, we gotta, like, it's some things that we just gotta tuck our head down and we just gotta get it done, and we just gotta go through it. God got us doing a thing. But most often, like, there are people like that are standing right there, ready to help you. But you might not be able to see them because, you know what I'm saying, of your little attitude, which usually comes from some form of insecurity or rejection.
That's good. And then, to piggyback on that question is, you need to be ready for when your preparation needs to be prepared to meet the opportunity.
That's good, Corey.
It has to
say
be.
That 5 times fast.
No, I'm not. Your preparation has to be prepared to meet the opportunity.
Okay.
Because the opportunity will come. Now, whether you're ready or not, it's going to be on you. You can say, I didn't have the right education. I ain't had the right work. Whatever the case may be, that will be an excuse. And you will have to, live with that excuse. So understand that whether you feeling liberated about it one day or you just don't want to fool with it one day, either way, the opportunity will at some point present itself. You need to be prepared for it.
I want to deal with this, but I want to deal with it intact. Somebody says, do you believe that African Americans are the real people of the Bible? And so I'm gonna flip that in relation to what we're talking about is, I wish somebody. I think so. I wish someone would have told me the importance of God saying that He came for the Jews and the Gentiles. And so, all of us have our own journey to God. My journey happened to encompass me wanting to go as far back to my roots as I could have, like as I could. I still have a desire to know, what I'm saying, exactly, what I'm saying, where I'm from in Africa. I don't know, maybe I feel like it'll give me some kind of connection or whatever. But all I really was searching for was my identity. And everybody's identity rests in God, no matter where you come from. If you were the actual original Jews that he was talking about, your identity rests in God. If you are a Gentile, in which he didn't come for initially,
he sent Paul to come get
you. Your identity still rests in God. And so, as I was going through my journey to Christ, I wish somebody would have pulled me to the side and been like, "Hey, whether you are the original people or not, it's still the same God that still love you." And with that, I was able to not be as pressed about my people's origin story. And man, I'm just gonna tell y'all, I wish somebody would have told me about the generational anger that I have because of the plight of my people. I wish somebody would have, what I'm saying?
Talk about it.
Woo! I wish somebody would have helped us understand how to continue to push our families forward without moving in the anger and just the bitterness of the things that our people have gone through. And I'm finna move around, or we're finna go into a whole nother space.
Hold on 1 second. My thing is,
Corey said, hold on. When Corey say, hold on, we in a good spot.
Why my anger got to be your anger? Now, before people have, this way and that way that can go, I understand oppression. I understand, a suppressed mind or a suppressed people. I'm there with you. And that's not just my people, anybody that has to deal with that from another party. But if you have a certain gripe, a certain situation or issue about something, I'm cool to talk and have dialogue about it, but I cannot make your personal feeling or issue my personal feeling or issue. Now, we may have some commonality when we're thinking about what the problem is and how we get to some resolve. That's one of the biggest things. Cool, I got your issue, I got your problem. Let's work on the resolve. Let's work on us actually solving this problem. that's when the work is actually going to be done. So I'm going to get off my soapbox, but that's the thing that you got to think about. I don't want your issue to be my issue, and I don't want my issue to be your issue. Now, we can exchange dialogue and we can come to some common ground, but what we going to do about it is what I want to say. What we going to do about
it? Yeah. I wish, man, I wish that people really understood everything that God had for us, so we could stop fighting and feeling away over over this little earthly inheritance. Man, I wish somebody would have really explained to me my godly inheritance, and it would have stopped me from chasing around and about this life that I wanted to create for myself, and I would have got under the will of God a lot quicker, a lot sooner. Man.
Somebody said, look at Neil beaming that core.
Hey, I tell you, anytime my boys start talking like that, I just be like,
look at this person.
Let me see.
It ain't nothing. This is the name. Okay. Billy D. Williams is in the building.
Okay, let me see.
It's Billy Williams.
Let me see.
What we got?
My bad, Corey. I was looking at you.
Nah, it's okay.
Instead of
it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. What we got? What we see here on YouTube? Let me see what y'all talking about.
Hey. I wish that somebody would have told us. Somebody questioned this, sparked this, about the different definitions of intimacy. I wish somebody would have told us, just because this person is your friend and you have a connection of friendship with them, maybe God has a thing for y'all to do together. Maybe there is a reason that y'all are supposed to support each other in a certain season. That don't mean that that's who you're supposed to be with.
Don't say that.
I wish that in high school, when you running around with all of them hormones and them emotions and everything that move, you think you like.
Talking about yo 24-hour relationships.
Everything in high school that movie. Like, ooh, I like that. Ooh, I like them. Ooh, I like them.
Talking about, yeah, mom, we go together. Go where? Where y'all going?
I wish that but this is what happened when we raised by songs, TV, and movies.
Ooh,
I wish somebody would have told us the different kinds of friendships, the different levels of friendships, and that just because you connect with a person for a specific thing in a specific time, don't mean that that's supposed to be your forever. I wish somebody would have told us about how some things are just seasonal, and that don't make that person evil, and that don't make you evil. Sometimes you serve the purpose together. Y'all was in the spot, and then it's time to move.
It's time to move around.
And now I'm about to move. All right.
Talking about, I love him.
What you love about him?
You need to love them great.
hey, that's what we gonna be on. Hey, mama, Eli gonna be like, oh, mama, I like her. I'm like, hey, but do you like your grades? What these grades talking about? Hey, talk to your kids. Don't just say stuff like that. Talk to your kids.
Please.
Somebody talking about the High School Musical. We're all in this together. Dun, 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 dun. Corey, you have no idea what this is, huh? Dun, dun. Nah, Corey was watching stuff that I couldn't watch.
I was watching My Brother and Me.
That's good, Corey.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, let me see if I can find us a new question. It's really good. It's a no. Okay. I feel you. Come on now. What is a with a talk that everybody can't? Whew, I don't want to deal with that.
Well, hold on. What's up? Let me see.
Hey, listen. Nah. Somebody say, what if they would have told us that everybody can't go where you going? I think more accurately, I'm with you, Miss Hill. I think more accurately that, man, this is good. All right. So in the word, exactly. In the word where Jesus got his 12 disciples, right? Jesus got his 12 disciples. And even like amongst the disciples, they got people that move around with him, but he got his 12 chosen disciples. And then he goes up to the mountain one day and he takes, I think like 3 or 4 of them. So not all 12. My ears every time they'll talk. But he take like 3 or 4 of them, but not all 12. But then even aside from that, he goes and like separates himself for one-on-one time with God.
Mm-hmm.
And so when people say everybody can't go where you're going, it's really more like some spaces are reserved for certain people. Uh, and that way it has less of a negative connotation. Everybody's not necessarily equipped for the most intimate parts and the most intimate conversations, but that don't mean that they're not supposed to be with you in some level, way, shape, or form, or some capacity. I wish that somebody would have shown us more ways about how to be successful as groups of people, as a family. You be looking at your family, looking at, you know what I'm saying, everybody you grew up with, you like, man, that person is the most crafty person I know. That person is the most creative person I know. Why we don't know how to just like do stuff together? So I just wish in general that we seen more representation of us moving like one body in the directions that God wants us to be. And less about everybody can't go where you're going, but more about understanding wisdom and who's supposed to go where.
Mm-hmm. That's good. And man, I'm not even gonna chop on it because that's gonna be long. That's gonna be long. That's a great question.
Come on. Hey, Corey, I ain't gonna lie to you. These last couple of lives we didn't hit an hour easy.
I mean,
we didn't hit an hour easy, my boy.
We might not get there today.
Let me see. What are their expectations you two had about? Okay, you want to go with that one, Corey? Expectations. I hate when it be like taking us a long time.
It be some funny stuff. Yeah, it's something funny about that. I'm. So the question is, were there expectations you two had about marriages that you realized weren't realistic for you?
Yes.
Yes. What's something you had?
I wish somebody would have told me that at my little 22 years old, just fresh and just wet behind the ears, not knowing nothing about nothing.
What up, Quincy?
If I didn't know nothing about nothing, how could I? What up, Q? How could I possibly know exactly everything that my husband needed to be or not be? I don't even know myself enough to know what I need. I legit thought I needed or wanted some mahogany poets. Like, come on, what my man was saying on your movie? Come on.
She's talking about Love Jones.
Yeah. What he say, Corey? What he say? Come on, give it to me.
What did he say? Oh, he was on the phone. I'm that something in your left eye trying to get to something in your right. Hold on now. We might watch that tonight.
I wish somebody would have told me, hey, chill. God definitely know more about you than you know about you. And if he give you what you want, you're gonna be miserable the rest of your life. But if you relax and chill, you could really have you know what I'm saying, a happy marriage. If you put your expectations and surrender those things to God instead of just creating this whole thing that you got for yourself.
I would just
come on, your blues. That's what it is.
I would just say, yeah, the blues. I feel you. I would just
say, is that all right?
That all right? Woman to the night.
Yeah. You know what I'm
saying? Expectations are one thing, right? I had expectations. The thing about expectations is you can have an insurmountable amount of expectations. The word I was about
to say. Insurmountable.
Insurmountable amount of expectations.
What's up? Right? Who gonna say something?
Who cares? Who cares about? To me personally, now don't take my word because sometimes I go a beat path. But who cares about the expectations? I have to live in a world of reality. Now, there are certain things that I have to be like, we need to be here. We need to be aiming towards these things because these things are going to benefit us as we grow. Those are some things that I can talk about. I expect for us to talk to each other. I expect for us to open up to each other. I expect for us to be vulnerable. I expect those things. But do I expect you to go out and be, the world's greatest producer next year? No, especially if I know where we at. Do I expect you to be the world's greatest real estate mogul or something? No, my expectation ain't that right off the bat. My expectation is I will help you grow in whatever you're doing. And I'm going to expect for us to be, here we go, 100 and 100 in this relationship so that we can progress accordingly.
Hey. if you follow Just Whitney, I think she posted this today. She said a lot of times everybody tell us
Shout out Just Whitney.
everybody tell us what red flags look like, but don't nobody be telling us what green flags look like. I wish people would have spent more time, and people would spend more time, especially when they talking to the youth about relationships, about what green flags look like. Cause you be writing that brother off, you be writing that sister off because she ain't doing this or ain't doing that, but you missing like quintessential things that are needed like in a relationship. So for me, man, I used to always feel the way about a bunch of stuff, little stuff that Corey did here or there. Man, he don't do this or he don't do that. But when I really start paying attention, I'm like, hey, but when he gets something wrong, he trying to adjust and get it right. And in a marriage, in a relationship, when I tell you that is you need that. You do not want to be fighting up against somebody who don't ever think nothing wrong with them, who fight you tooth and nail. They don't want to grow. They don't want to change. Like sometimes just the variable of being able to grow and change is like a green flag. And I mean, I wish we could just like talk about that and see that more in relationships.
At that point, you're in a relationship with a teenager. Yeah. Really? You're in a relationship with a teenager. I don't want to do that. I mean, they call up in their emotions and they just gonna be who they want to be because they think they know. So that's not what you want to be caught up in. 100%. That was good.
Okay.
That was good. And you know what? I think we got time for one more.
All right.
We got time for one more. Who got the last question?
Who got the last question?
Who got the last question of the first live in September? Who got it?
Dang. Somebody said that.
Somebody said, my man said, I need a wife. Anybody? Matt Mass Official. Anybody? Go
Matt
click
Mass
on Matt.
Official is looking. Now, Matt, let me tell you something, Matt.
We didn't send them to your page.
Now, listen. Now, this is what's gonna happen. Now, Matt, you didn't solicit it yourself. And we didn't help you out. Now, what they find when they get to your page, Matt? What they gonna find when they get to your page, Matt?
Matt, we didn't help you out. Go to Matt's page.
Somebody said, Matt, log off, sir.
Oh,
now, ladies, we done told y'all about attitudes. We done talked about attitudes. Now, be nice.
Hey, putting yourself out there, ladies. Be nice. Be nice.
Oh man. All right. For one more question though. Let me see. Y'all drop something in there. I feel like we didn't went through these. How do you know when it is enough? I wish I knew what it was you was talking about.
Yes. Somebody said, how do you know when it's enough? What's enough?
Hey, somebody said, what you think, Corey?
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's end the night
there.
Okay. Let's end the night there.
Somebody said, I wish I knew the importance of balancing your position in church and at home. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like my marriage is a gift. My kids are a gift. The work of the Lord is always going to be first for me. But I also understand that with a husband and kids, it's going to be very difficult for me to be at a church 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Hey, Matt out here.
Shoot your shot, Matt. Come on, we got a minute left. Minute and 50 seconds.
And so with that being said, it's more about seasons. I think if you try to put your come on, somebody say family is your first ministry. I'm not mad. If you try to put the thing that you did in the last season on this season, it might not fit. So in the last season of your life, especially if you were single, you got a whole lot of time, a whole lot of efforts, a whole lot of energy. But it's my personal belief that God not going to be mad at you because you take care of your husband and you take care of your kids. Now, you take care of your husband, you take care of your kids, and you ain't got no time for God. And if you don't have your pecking order together, God, husband, kids, then that could be an issue. But yeah, I don't think we should bang our head against the wall because you can't be at every church function every time the church do something. Release yourself from that.
Release yourself.
But the work of the Lord is the most important thing. I want to make sure I say that.
Please. Now, Matt, I ain't gonna lie to you. Before we end, somebody said Matt doesn't even have a picture
of his
face on his profile. Matt, we didn't did it.
Matt, we tried to help you, dog.
Matt, hey, this is what you gonna do, Matt.
Hey.
You're gonna change it for next week. Drop the same comment. Uh-oh.
Oh no! Oh no! They ended our live.
Ended the live. YouTube, you still here?
Hey, why would they do that
YouTube.
to us?
Instagram hating.
Hey,
Instagram
why
hating.
would they do that?
Anyways, YouTube, appreciate y'all staying with us this far. If you stay with us this far, this long, that means you love us and you rock with us. Appreciate you, Neil.
My bad. YouTube. Hey, holla at y'all. It's going up on the live though, in case you missed it or you didn't get the beginning of it. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Bye.
Later.